I told you it's possession! How is he? He's awake. He's fine. Doesn't remember anything, just like I didn't. Look, I only sort of half believe this possession thing right now. But in the absence of a better suggestion, I guess I'm going along with it. Have you been going over those books I was carrying? Yeah, and some texts on the occult. Apparently, if we want to destroy this thing, we have to get the spirit back into its old body. That'll make it quasi-mortal, but it'd still be dangerous, but not unkillable. We have to find the body first. And to do that, we have to know who the ghost is. I've been thinking about this, and I have a fairly workable theory. Yes, I have a couple of ideas about it myself. Right, well, the ghost has something to do with the disappearance of Roderick and Matthew Defoe, right? The deaths and disappearances all started after that. Agreed. So what do you think? I think Sir Roderick had more than one son. Yes, because of what I read in Sir Roderick's diary. Exactly. It makes references to some monster he helped create, and he doesn't mean Matthew. And Matthew talks about another boy in the house, a boy behind the kitchen door. Those manacles indicate that someone was kept imprisoned in the basement. Where do you think this other son came from? I want to hear what you think first. I think Belinda Defoe gave birth to twins. I agree with that. I found Belinda's death certificate. She died about 20 minutes after Matthew was already out. I think it was the second son that did her in. Sir Roderick went practically insane with grief. Blamed the poor kid for her death, kept him locked in the basement, refused to even acknowledge his existence. Can you imagine what that must have been like for the boy? Growing up in a filthy grotto like some kind of animal, given no education, no love? The boy would be completely retarded and insane. He probably couldn't tell the difference between one person and another. That's why he kills absolutely everyone who enters the house. He thinks they're all Sir Roderick come to torment him some more. But what happened on that day 15 years later when Sir Roderick and Matthew disappeared? You found the corpses in the basement, so they were obviously murdered. Question is, how and why? Maybe Sir Roderick went mad and tried to kill him? Yes! Remember in Sir Roderick's diary in the last entry? He talks about destroying the monster. He must have gotten really drunk, and it being the anniversary of Belinda's death didn't help. He went down to the basement and beat the poor kid to death. Half to death. Matthew found the body afterwards and tried to bandage him up. Matthew wasn't the sharpest tool in the box. His brother lived on for a bit longer. Long enough to get a mask and machete and kill both his father and Matthew. Then he must have just died of his wounds. Jesus, and we're going to try to destroy his ghost? Not if anything that happened to him is his own fault. What little mind he had is no more. All he has now is hate. If we don't kill him, he'll kill us all. There's no reasoning with him. I suppose you're right. That's very sad, really. What will you do now? I'm going to find his body. Then I'm going to figure out how to bring his soul back to it and destroy him. Well, let me know if I can be of any help. I will. Good luck. Thanks. Well, things are escalating quickly. Let's go check on Jim, see how he's doing. Hey, buddy. How you feeling? Mr. Trilby?
Yes, Jim?
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
I still have the mask and the apron and the knife from last night. Could you take them out and throw them away for me? I really don't like having them around.
Sure.
Actually, this might be useful. Thank you. No, thank you.
Jim?
Yes?
What happened last night exactly?
Well, me and Miss Taylor were in the living room. Then this big man entered in a mask and tried to kill us with a big knife. We were able to get away, but then we heard Mr. Hardy screaming. Miss Taylor told me to wait here. But a bit later she came back and told me that it was you in the mask. I didn't really believe that. She went off to keep guard or something. Then I went to the trophy room and found this wooden doll thing on the floor. Next thing I remember, I was in the bathroom and my head really hurt. Did I really try to kill you?
No, but something did through you.
I don't like this place anymore, Mr. Trilby.
You and me both. How you feeling?
My head still hurts a bit, and I feel a bit woozy. Apart from that, I'm fine.
Yeah, you probably got a concussion from hitting the bathroom floor. Alright, so let's see here. I bet you I can use that mask and that machete for something. Hang on. Whoop, nope. No. Use machete with apron. Nope. Okay, fine. Maybe now I can grab the leather from May J. Let me try that first. Whoa, hey, there's no picture now. No, okay. Yep, it's a blank canvas, alright. Hey, wait, what's on the dresser there? Scissors? Wait a minute. I think I know what to do with these. Use the scissors with the apron, cut into a nice strip. Then we use the strip on the machete. And then we use the mask there. Alrighty, there we go. I'm gonna dip it in salt. Dip it in the salt. And then I go where he slept, which was by these manacles. Use the salty mask and machete on the chains. Guess me where he slept if he was chained to these all the time. Alright, let's look at this baby. Seems to be indicating upwards, so he actually made it upstairs. Upwards. He managed to make it up 2 flights of stairs before he died? Wow. That is one determined dying man. Boy, I guess, if he was 15. Let me just look in the library really quick, see if I can find anything. No. 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 There we go, summoning angry spirits. Let's look at this magic book. Summoning angry spirits to their bodies. Murderous wraths are nigh indestructible when they can hop from body to body. But tying them down to their old bodies returns them to partial mortality, a state in which they can be destroyed. So they must place the spirit's original body in a place of fire and death, return its old clothes, then read aloud the following passages, omitting nothing. Okay, it's a lot of magic gobbledygook here. We'll read out loud. I should use the book out. Warning, the summoning of the wraith will often bring forth other unique, unquiet spirits who will haunt those who hold their possessions. Interesting. Alright, well, let me go back out into the hall and see where I can find the dead guy's body. Stand here. Look to my right. In the bathroom? Odd place to die. Southwest. Is it under the rug? To the east. So a little bit more here. Straight down. Can't get in with my bare hands. Doesn't work. To north. Well, how do I open it? Wait a minute. No. There we go. Use machete with tiles. Can lever up the floor with the machete. Pay dirt. Whoa, these ones are pretty oddly shaped. I think this kid must have been born deformed. Poor guy. He never meant for any of this to happen. His only crime was being born. You're killing me. Well, being born and then, obviously killing his family, but he didn't know any better. So, I have all his items. Set a room of fire and death. Alright, let's see. No, never. How you feeling? Okay. Never mind, okay. I think I know where the fire and death room would be. By the way, anything on the tally? Budget. Pure adultery, gates of Defile Manor. Last couple of hours, a large number of police cars have gathered around. Oh! The police are here! Good. Not exactly sure what the official position is. Reference of a hiker hearing suspicious noises coming from the mansion in the last couple of nights. He didn't try to come in? What's happening in there now, Peter? Let's see, attempts to break down the front doors, all unsuccessful. Really? Let's see, waiting to hear word from... Oh, they're still looking for the key, huh? Well, dude, just get a freaking tank and blow the doors open. Since apparently there's no one to freaking own it. Get a wrecking ball. And no, not Miley Cyrus wrecking ball. I'd say this is a pretty good place of I'd say this is a room of fire and death, because there's a nice fireplace here, and then there's trophy animals, which are all dead. It's appropriate. Use... Nope. Use... Remains... on the floor. Yes, this would count as a room of fire and death. Alright. Use... the mask on him. And I don't think I've improved his looks. However, I don't think I'm quite ready yet. I think I'm gonna need some help here. Remember what they said. I think Simone and Jim should be here for this. Because if that thing gets dangerous, I'm gonna need help. Simone? Trilby? Could you meet me in the trophy room? Do you have a plan? Yes, I've got a plan. Okay then. Alright. Let me go get Jim. It's time to end this once and for all, guys. Jim? Yes? Could you go down to the trophy room? Why? I have a plan. Well, okay. Alright. Might as well have the whole gang, or what's left of the whole gang, here and ready to go. Alright, everyone's here. You just save really quick for safety. Now, there's one other thing I want to do. Here, Jim, you're probably gonna need this. Could you hold on to this for me, Jim? Whatever you say. Okay. Now, for another safety precaution. Nope, not the moose head. The rifle. Oh, this is heavier than it looks. I'm not carrying this around everywhere. I better find a place to put it down. Here, have a woman carry it. Could you hold on to this for me, Simone? Is this part of the plan? Or do you just want a kick out of seeing a woman with big guns? Ha 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 ha. Please, Simone. Oh, alright. Okay. Since we're about to wrap this up, why don't I give my final thoughts here, right before the big finale. Storyline-wise, I cannot complain. Yahtzee is definitely a writer. I mean, graphically, I'm not expecting much out of this, but the big issue, I think, in terms of graphics was probably making Phil's text brown and making a lot of backgrounds brown. It kind of made it messy that way. Some of the animation is a little meh. And sometimes the controls can be a bit flighty and unresponsive. But overall, I enjoyed this game. And what little problems this game has, they do intend. Yahtzee does intend to did fix in the next 3 games. But I think I've rambled on long enough. It is time to end this. Was that necessary? Oh. Make up your mind. Here goes nothing. In the hall of death, and by the light of Prometheus' gift, I call thee. I bring thee gifts that may tempt thee back. I bring thee thy helm, that thou would be masked. I bring thee thy armor, that thou would be clothed. I bring thee thy sword, that thou would be armed. Come. Come. Come! Jesus Christ! What now, Chibi? What? You, I knew you were evil from the moment you'd come into this world, demon child. How may God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Why did you kill me, brother? I helped you when you were injured. I bandaged you when our father made his mistake. No mistake, young one. Now do you see why I tried to keep you away from this creature? It has no understanding of human ways. You're wrong, father. If you'd have given him a chance to be normal. Cease your prattling, Matthew. It's time to put an end to the horror I unleashed. What are you doing, father? Father, no! Father! Father! Well, that was a pathetic way to die. I think that would be a good time to take our leave. Ooh. Well, that's one way to go out with a bang. Miss Taylor, over here! What the hell's been going on in there? You've been trying to get in there for hours and suddenly the place catches fire and the doors burst open and you two...
Us two? Where's Trilby? I thought he was right behind us.
You're saying there's someone else in there?
Trilby! Trilby!
Wait a second. Trilby the cat burglar?
Yes. Get someone in there. He could be in trouble. Maybe the ghost got him.
Ghost? Oh boy. I think we better get you two down to the station.
But Trilby...
A fire will bring and find him, if he's there. In the meantime, if you'd like to step this way in my car that looks very similar to Trilby's. I think he stole one of our cars, actually.
Death, of course, comes to us all. It came to Sir Roderick Defoe and his youngest son in the shape of each other. Was destroying the ghost the right thing to do? It was acting like any other dumb animal. Oh well. I guess he and his family will have plenty of time to discuss it wherever they are. As for me, well, I have no complaints. I've lived a life many would consider out of the ordinary. I have only one regret. Leaving Simone and Jim to explain it all to the police. That was hardly gentlemanly conduct for a gentleman thief. But I'm sure they'd understand that rushing out into a field full of police officers wouldn't have been a good idea. It's going to be a long walk home, and I have some important matters to attend to. I have to track down my fence, for one thing. Then I have to punch him very hard in the face. There you go, that's 5 Days a Stranger by Ben Yotzi Croshaw. This is only part 1 of 4 games. I will see you in 7 Days a Skeptic. This is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching and have a fond farewell.